Alrighty, so last time you guys had finished your traversal, getting out of the Southlands and moving on through the mountains that separate where you come from and the northern areas. With the four warring nations, or at least the four that are still around and able to war against each other, you found yourself exiting into the kingdom of Richter. The only real interaction with this kingdom beforehand was listening in on a link pearl through a kind agent who was essentially saying that they were under attack by the Richter kingdom and that they were winning. So it's up to you if you want to be happy about that or not, as Kine were the people, the researchers behind the issues in the Southlands, though many said it wasn't their plan to do so. Beating up monsters and avians along the way and through the mountain pass, you're able to get to the base of the mountain on the other side. Though, just as your traversal to get to here, you were accosted by more monsters, this time in the form of wargwolves. As you were dealing with said wolves, one of them was attacked by several arrows, to the point where you were aided by a local legend archer by the name of Billy John. He did say it was his quest to take down the wargs, though he got here a bit too late and was only able to help you guys in taking down the rest. Offering each of you some coin to help him bring the corpses back to the local settlement of Met, you all went to the first settlement in Richter. It was rather small. To your count, there's only around 10 buildings around here, and it's mostly set up as a pit stop between either entering or exiting the Southlands. They're sizable inn for travelers and villagers alike. You sat down to a few drinks that were suited to your tastes as well as species, as you were deciding on your next plan of action, talking with the bartender Moonmon as well as the local populace of where you could be heading next. Through your own knowledge of the different kingdoms and talking to people here as well as possible past experiences, it seems your group has settled on heading into the kingdom of Mysteria, as they are more magically inclined, being referred to as the Magic Knight Kingdom. However, you would need to be traveling far to the northwest to get there. The only other path to really get there would be go to northeast to be able to go to Kine to get there. Ahowever, it's a long way off, and so you have been deciding to sell off your goods, buy up some feed and rations for the long trail ahead. And even though you were offered up a room to stay here, you decided, or at least Clarke decided, it might be best to stay outside of the settlement area just in case her mark would draw unwanted attention, or if it would be bypassing devils. And with that, both Clarke and Crom went to see the sights outside, whilst Menfer and Demir continued to sit down to talk with the locals and Billy John himself. So we shall continue from there. Are we having any events with Clarke and Crom outside, or is everyone about to head out to make camp?
I didn't have anything in mind. I think it's the vibe I got from it is kind of just a general like escape for a little bit, and then we go and camp. Unless you had something in mind, Jasta.
No, you were taking me off trying to convince me to leave Mentor and Demir here to keep them safe, and I said no. So yeah, I guess we'll go off and camp.
So you are going back to gather up Demir and Menfer then?
Yeah, but we'll just go for a bit of a walk, sort of play to the bad illusion of going for a sort of a wander around, and then we'll head back.
Alrighty. Am I drawing you up to a camp map, or are you going to discuss things at the inn first?
Depends how drunk Demir is.
Not very. I think you only had 2 drinks.
Alright. What's Mentor and Demir been doing while we've been away?
Chatting up with people, nothing crazy. I think Tamir was telling like old stories of his time as a merc, and Mentha was just listening.
That's true. I remember that.
Yeah, if that's the case, we'll head back when possible.
Just before we head through the doors, Clarke will look to Crom and just say, are we going with the argument thing, or are we just gonna tell them that it's time to go make camp?
We cooling off right about now. Just, bit of snipping, and then we'll head on back. Alright.
Fine by me.
And I'll push the door open and be like, you always say these things all the time. You realize those spiders weren't supposed to be in your backpack?
Well, why would you put them in my backpack in the first place?
Well, they needed somewhere to go.
On the ground, where they live, not in my damn backpack.
It's cold outside. I thought as a compassionate human being you would appreciate that.
Not a chance.
Oh. Someone's been making friends. You been looking after Twigwood?
Yeah, they're right here.
I can look after myself too.
That's true enough. I'm just making sure that Mr. Demir here ain't filling your head full of ideas of gold and glory.
Mostly of mistakes I've made in the past that have been funny rather than detrimental.
What about you two? Had a good walk?
Yeah, we managed to air it out. She's not forgiving me, but we getting there. We were thinking of going and setting up camp. Do you want to stay around here for a bit? We'll get it all sorted out, or do you want to come with us?
Oh, I think I'm getting tired. I think I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'm also ready to head out.
Alright. Well, thank you, sirs. And I'll sort of look at Billy John. Is it Moomin? I can't see the name.
Moonmon.
Moonmon, sorry. Moonmon. And the rest of y'all. I take it y'all don't need to see us tomorrow morning, right? I don't mean any offense, but we've got a ways to go.
Don't know why we need to see in the morning. You got no obligations to us.
And we've got the money from Billy John, haven't we?
Yeah, you passed it off to Demir and Mentha.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright then, well, good night to y'all.
Night.
Laters.
Making your way out of the Tavern of Met, you make your way a few hundred feet away from the settlement. You're unsure of the real distance of how far the mark extends, but you're definitely several stones throw away. Setting up your tents, or at least the two that actually have tents, as well as bedrolls, and setting up a small campfire. Make yourself a lovely little home away from home in the forests near Met.
I have a tent as well.
I didn't see one in your equipment.
It's in there. Like this, number 5.
So you do. I must be blind.
If I see that Menta hasn't got a tent, I'll just say, "You gonna be alright out here?" I know you like looking at the stars and stuff before you go to sleep.
I'm fine. I don't mind the outdoors.
Alright. And I'll sort of just pat. I'm gonna call it a sprout on top of your head. You haven't got really your hair, have you? It's just
It's just
little
leaves.
Leaves.
Yeah, it's just leaves.
Yeah.
Alright. Same watch as always.
I
Don't see why not.
Good. I know it ain't in our means right now, but if we can, we really should find some kind of alarm system or something to keep the things that go bump in the night out if we can.
I'll look for some scrolls in the next time if I can.
I'll see if I can work on something myself as well, but I ain't got no materials with me.
I've got a little bit of rope if you about 100 feet worth if you want to use it.
We ain't got nothing to really put on it to make any noise. I doubt anything that we're going to be worried about is going to be tripped over by a rope. I appreciate it though. Well, it's bad. Well, those of us who can.
Agreed.
Night.
Before we go to bed, I'm gonna take off my the ring that I've been using to give me mage armor. I'm gonna hand it to Crom.
Alrighty.
Yeah, just went BRB.
You just put it in his pocket while he's not looking.
No, I'll give it to him. Make sure he puts it on, but I'll wait till he gets back to let him know.
Is anyone else doing anything particular with the camp before going to sleep?
Nothing ultimately, besides just tending to Mr. Gibbs before laying down and going to sleep.
I've got my bucket of water, so if anybody wants to use that. Well, empty bucket and cantrips that make water, so, you know. Go dig a little potty hole out in the forest, a couple 50 feet away or so.
Well, you do have that spade.
Yeah.
Need to copy this watch list onto the other map so I have this. Okay, Mentha, I need you to give me a perception check, please.
Oh no.
Oh shit, it's not Clarke.
Wait, this is a forest, so +2 to that, I think.
It's a first.
Favorite terrain.
Yeah, it's yeah.
That should have gone up by 1. You're 5.
No, it's
Or am I thinking just on a
nothing
different one?
yet. I think it goes up next level or something. No.
I'm thinking about favorite enemy. Never mind. Yeah, because you get
Yeah.
thingy at 2, don't you? Yeah, got it. Or 3.
Anyway,
Uh.
Crom, while you mentally disappeared, I handed you the ring of magical armor that I've been using. My 1 MP spell is way more useful for me at this point. You need a little bit of armor, so you can now have a ring that gives you mage armor.
I'm
For
wearing
1 hour.
armor.
Are you though?
Yeah, it's.
Think- Yeah, +3 to that. Because I'm getting +1 from it also, just all skills. I'm getting that from.
Nothing in ring slot, so I'll pop it in while Mentor's doing that.
What is your total armor bonus?
Fuck all, it's like 4.
Okay. Well, now you can just sell your armor and use the ring, or sell the ring and use your armor, whichever.
Yeah. I'll probably just keep a hold of both, because mage armor has its uses.
Indeed.
What's the value of the ring, sorry?
Ooh, I don't.
There's a handout for it.
Oh, I'll sort that out. Sorry, Manta.
I'm just looking like I get at least +2 to that, but I also marked that I get other stuff, but I'm not sure where that's coming from. Let's go with +2 for now, and I'll figure that one out.
Okay. Your thing's
helps.
gonna pop up later anyway, so you have some time to figure out what the actual bonus is. Since you're back, Jack, are you doing anything else in particular before you go to sleep?
Probably because I'm second watch, I think, if I remember correctly. Let me just check the notes. Because I keep it at the bottom. Yeah, second watch. Before I go to sleep, I won't be setting any traps or anything up. I'll
It is
just...
+3. I found it. +3 to that roll.
Cool. Yeah, I'll probably just sharpen my axe and have a think. Set out on the stars and have a think for a bit about how Crom wants this to go. But that's nothing else apart from that. I think everyone's pretty tuckered out.
Alrighty. Clarke, I need you to give me a will save, please. And I need to be right back, so I'm at the door.
Quick, someone delete that roll and let me roll it again.
In all seriousness, and this is something Crom wants to look into, so it's possible we don't ever know, but we need a way of stopping scrying on you.
Stopping what?
Scrying. So the ability to know where you are at any time.
Amulet of non-detection.
Yeah, so there's rings and amulets for it, but I think some of the spells aren't in FFd. Or they would at the time I checked it.
We
But
looked
sorry,
into
go on.
that in the previous campaign.
Yeah.
In Young Gaia, and they didn't exist, I don't think. And we were already
No.
at a pretty high level.
I think, yeah, because it's like a specific... I know what you mean, it's like rings and amulets of non-detection.
Mind blank, I think, was another one.
Mind Blank is an 8th level spell. That's going to be pretty far off.
Oh yeah. At one point I was trying to create a creature that essentially didn't exist to anybody else but themselves. It was a pixie, so natural invisibility 100% of the time. They have their memory modification arrows. They would have mind blank, non-detection, pass without a trace.
So it's just impossible to see.
Exactly. There's no way to detect them.
You'd have to know what you're fighting to bring to fight it, and you wouldn't know in the first place. That's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were also a barbarian, in case that makes it any funnier.
I feel like a class that should have absolutely like a creature like that should have no HP and be like an absolute glass cannon. But yeah, I mean that's still pretty good. Just silent, insane pixie.
Okay, I'm back. This was the post. Right, I see that Clarke has a wonderful will save right there.
For you, not for us.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on your viewpoint of the situation. Okay then. Clarke, as you are resting, instead of having lovely dreams of your past experiences or possibly your fantasies, your mind pulls you into a darker vision. Almost as if you are floating upon nothingness. There is a cool touch upon your hands and back. You can hear the rippling of water. However, it feels as if it's thicker as you wade through it. And as you sit up, possibly trying to sit up and wake up in real life, you can look around your vicinity. There's a dark pool of blood drenching your lower half as your top half is laden across a rocky bed. The skies are a whirling vortex of black clouds and red swirls. The only noise you can hear is the ripple of the water and your own breath.
Clarke is just going to have a very terrified look from her appearance. Can she move at all?
You can move, yes.
Is this like a rocky ledge to the side, or is it like a cliff face sort of thing?
It's a rocky ledge. It's just like a foot above the bloody water.
She's going to try and pull herself out of the bloody water and get onto the ledge.
You can certainly do so, though it has sustained your clothing.
So there's what else is in my surroundings? Like, is there anything else, or is it just like darkness? I know the sky's black with a vortex.
It just seems like wherever you are continues onwards until your vision blurs off on the horizon. Just more blood pools and more stone beds.
Clarke will shout out just the names of his party. Crom? Demir? Mentha? Anyone?
Your voice echoes and reverberates in the domain you now find yourself in, and the only reply is your own voice coming back to you.
What the hell? Where is everyone? Where am I? Clarke will just start walking along the rocky bed.
As you walk, your footsteps start to echo throughout wherever you find yourself, each step causing a ripple to appear in the blood water next to you.
He's going to continue walking and hoping of finding something.
As you continue walking, the blood water starts to ripple a bit more fiercely, though towards its center as if something is coming up from within.
Clarke will pull out her blades and watch intently at the center of the water.
As you stare at the water, you see a large shadow forming underneath, before two sharp horns start to pierce through it, followed by a head. As the rest of the body comes out, two large wings flap on the back of a large devilish creature.
Well... Fuck. This is my demise? Is this how it ends?
Well, well, well. Look who we have within my domain. The Lady Clarke.
Sorry for the intrusion. I'm not meant to be here.
Don't worry. I've been expecting your footsteps here. And it seems you've already drunk upon my fountain.
What? I didn't drink anything. What? I don't want to drink it. It's dirty.
I think you'll find your skin has been dyed.
I just ended up there. I don't even know how I got here. It's why I tried to get out as quickly as I could. Is this about that mark? It wasn't me.
All you want, Hume. That mark makes you seen to me. And those below.
I'm just from a little village. I want no quarrel in this.
Yes, that small, quaint village. You refer to it as Mater, don't you?
How do you know that?
The screams of Lila and Simon tell me many things.
Don't hurt them. They've got nothing to do with this. You leave that village alone.
Don't worry. There will be no further harm to their mortal forms.
What do you mean further harm? Are you telling me you are the ones? You're the ones that started this? I thought it was the labs.
There are many things you do not see, as your back is the only thing your family sees as you left. But do not worry. Their emotions, their sadness has come to an end. And soon, yours will.
The devil puts a hand around your chest. His fingers wrap around your neck as if you were a small doll in his grasp.
Struggle all you might. Try to remove the mark. But wherever you go, only bodies will be left.
What do I have to do? I don't want no harm to come to anyone else because of me.
A noble sentiment. But the one thing we want is one thing you won't give up. Yours and your fellows' lives. Kill them in their sleep, and no harm will come to others.
I can't do that. Why can't it just be me? Leave them out of it.
Your mark shall never leave you. Even if people cannot see it when you try to remove it, we know who you are.
Your hands tremble uncontrollably as your swords fall to the floor. The metal melts away into the rock beds as the handles start to writhe and wiggle, changing into snakes as they slither away. The devil's grasp around your neck tightens as you feel the bones underneath cracking. And as your vision starts to blur and wane, everything goes black. But you still feel a moistness cross your face as you awaken in a hot sweat in your tent.
Clarke will quickly walk outside her tent and just look around up the sky.
Miss Clarke, are you okay?
No.
Here. Yes, Menta will take out the water skin and fill it up with fresh water and offer it to Clarke.
Clarke will sort of take the water skin in one hand but put her head in the other. Oh, that's too real. I can't just say that it was a dream.
What happened?
I don't think taking off this mark is going to be as easy as it seems. I feel like I was transported to another domain. This huge, colossal demon just holding me. I was helpless. They know about the village. They know about all of us. They know about me. They're not going to stop.
Well, maybe it was just to intimidate you. We can't, like, even if they claim we can't get rid of the mark, we still have to try, right?
We have to try, but if we come against that thing, you didn't see it. We're no match for that.
Can you describe it? If you're okay with that.
It was just huge. Nothing I could compare it to a size of. It was bigger than a house. Just two massive horns, two wings, eyes just glowing red. Just pure evil.
Can I roll a knowledge to see if I have an idea who she's talking about?
You could roll knowledge planes, yes.
You know what? I'm gonna add a d6 to that.
That is a very good roll.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna make it higher.
Higher and higher.
Got it in my sheet. With search. Nah. Okay. It's still pretty high.
Alright, as you try to piece together the description given by Clarke, a bare one as it is, the creature she is talking about could relate to several different types of devils. The worst kind, however, would be relating said creature to Satan. Which you would know is the Lord of Hell and all devil kind.
I can probably spot Menda's face kind of go very blank momentarily as they kind of recollect this, like take it the description and figure this out. Well, those are, yeah, they're evil, and what I'm thinking is they were just trying to intimidate you, really.
Do you think so?
I mean, why would they just give you a vision like that instead of just, coming after you?
I don't know. Just felt all too real. I felt like in that moment I was already about to die.
Well, at the very least, I think we should really stick together from now on.
And Mentha, just between us, he said the only
Yeah?
way that this can stop is if we all die. He said to kill you all in your sleep, but I couldn't do that. But he said that there was no other option besides that.
I mean, they are creatures who thrive on despair and suffering and stuff like that, so I imagine it makes sense that the creature would make you that kind of offer, because, well, do you believe it? Do you believe that even if you did kill all of us, it would leave you alone or make it stop?
I don't know. In that moment, all I was thinking about is just protecting everyone, protecting the village. Nothing seemed reasonable at that point. But I just knew that I couldn't kill you guys. It's just not in my nature.
Of course not. You're a good person, Miss Clarke.
What watch is this? Is this the first watch? So have I literally fallen asleep and then woken straight back up again?
Yeah, it's the first watch.
Clarke is very hesitantly gonna go, well, attempt some rest, but it'll take a while for her to go back to sleep.
If you want, do you want me to, share your tent after my watch is done? So you don't have to be alone? I won't if you don't, if you just want to be by yourself, just...
No, that would be really nice. Please. I'm a bit scared now. That was too real.
Yeah. Think still a little bit before Grom's turn, but
Well,
I can sleep in your tent if that's fine with you.
yeah. That'd be great. Thanks for
Of course.
listening, Mentha.
Of course. Whatever happens, we're all here for you.
Yeah. Clarke's
We're in
gonna,
this together.
crawl back into her tent now.
Clarke, as you crawl back into your bed, you place your hand upon your bedroll as you feel it is wet.
She'll, lift up her hand and smell it.
Smells like blood.
She'll jolt back. Mentha?
Yeah?
Just take a look at my bedroll quickly.
Oh, okay. Double. Take a peek inside.
With
Light up
the
their hand
if
to
you-
give a bit of light.
If you light it up, you'll see that Clarke's bedroll has been drenched in blood.
Oh,
I think it wasn't a dream.
I wasn't. I didn't want to mention it, but might want to take a look at your neck, Miss Clarke.
Clarke will like pull down her clothing around her neck and try and like ask Mentha to check it out.
You have well, if the mirror's bucket is still out, Mentha will drag it a bit closer and fill that also with water to get a reflective surface going, and just you might wanna just look for yourself.
Clarke will have a look.
As you look in the bucket of water, you'll see large bruise marks around your neck that go around to the back, in the same place where the devil was choking you.
She'll like lift up her top as well to check around her like ribs and stomach.
While
You seem
she's doing
fine there.
that, Mentha's tracking the blood-soaked petrol out and start creating water to try to rinse it out and wash it, and bring it to the campfire to start drying it.
Clarke like touches her neck. Is it in a lot of pain?
Yeah, if you touch it, it's really sore.
How did I not realize this?
Brom and Demir can roll perceptions. Alright, Crom, you can hear commotion going about, especially when Mentha's using cantrips.
I guess would I also wake up to the smell of blood because of scent? Surely that's pretty strong, right?
I mean, you are inside of your 10, but yeah, sure.
No, if I don't smell it, it's fair enough.
You can say you wake up to the smell of blood.
Crom sort of shakes himself awake and almost storms out of his tent. The hell's going on out here?
Ah!
Sorry,
Clarke will like quickly put her top down.
didn't mean to wake you, Crom.
You'll sort of look around, seeing that there's no, like, impending doom.
Well,
What the hell's that? What's that
there was.
smell?
Well, I guess I'm not keeping it just between you and me, Mentha. Come and have a look. As she like points to her tent.
He looks confused, like,
Mentha's still washing the petrol.
Oh wait, yeah. I mean, I
look,
don't know.
if this is one of those later things, like,
Clarke will say,
I
"Shut up
understand
and
it,
look here," and like point to her neck.
Crom will sort of walk over to her and try and, because it's I know he has dark vision, but like it's on the neck specifically, so I have to get pretty close.
If you're out of the tents and everything, you can go by the cinders of the campfire to look at it better.
Come here. Who did this to you?
It's hard to explain. I thought it was a dream, but I think Mentha and I have determined that actually I think I was transported to a devil domain, and yeah, it was very scary.
And they did this to you?
Yeah. Just picked me up like I was just a tiny little ant. Gripped my neck. Everything went black, and then I woke up here again.
Crom doesn't not believe you, but he's gonna look at Mentha as like, is that right?
And it just kind of nods and lets Clarke tell her own story. Keeps washing the petrol.
Look, I got watch. You take mine. I'll deal with that.
Mine, it's been quiet out here. But she does need a something to sleep in.
Yeah, you take mine. All right. You need to
Thanks.
sleep.
I know that. Yeah. Do you mind just... I know we're obviously keeping an eye on everything, but just keeping a closer eye on me.
We're right outside.
Clarke will climb into Crom's.
Crom will look at Mentha and try and say as quiet as he can, but Clarke will probably hear it. You can't tell Tamir about this, you know that, right? Not now.
Yeah. It's up to her who she wants to tell it to.
Fine, I'll talk to her in the morning. This is bad. Like, real bad.
Yeah.
We ain't in Kansas no more, are we, Mentha?
What's that?
We ain't in Mesa no more, are we?
No, we're really not.
You leave that bucket with me, I'll deal with this. And I guess during this conversation you've kind of just been pouring water onto this.
Just
bedroll.
trying to rinse it out as best as I can while the blood is still fresh.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to
Just-
dry.
Yeah.
I'll deal with that. We need you tomorrow. I'm gonna need that little Earthshaker plan I've always known. If we're gonna take on something that's doing this, right?
I'll be fine. It's just a little water.
I know, but you better get some sleep. But point actually. I need to ask you a favor.
Anything.
Well, first off, thank you for looking after her.
Of course.
I know you friends. And I'm glad you look out for each other.
We all look after her.
We do.
Just as you all look after me and everyone else. Look after each other. The mark may be on her, but we were all part of it.
Yeah. Cromcar looks down at the mention of the mark and how it happened. Yeah, you're right. Look. I don't pick up Mentha, but I kind of just pop her in front of me if I can. Or turn around to face her. I'm not going to put her through the indignity of picking her up. She knows she's small.
Mm.
If I go down out there and I don't get back up, I need you to have this. And Crom will pull out it's sealed. It's a sealed envelope, but not with wax. It's literally bound in like rope, because how the fuck would Crom have a wax seal? That's just not going to happen. I need you to open it if that happens. This is going to get worse before it gets better.
We're not gonna let that happen, Crumb. We're gonna all see through this together. All of us.
I'd like that. A lot.
We'll make sure that happens.
We'll do our best. But you need to live a bit longer. You gotta grow into that big tree or so you is. Miss Clarke over there needs to grow up, take over the family farm. and be the woman she'll always be, and, well, old man Demir's got a hell of a lot still in him. So, I need you to promise me you're gonna keep a hold of that, alright?
Alright. I'll make sure it never has to be opened.
Good. Now go to bed. Not a little plant.
There's still a little bit for my watch left.
I'll take the extra. Go.
Alright. They'll like finish rinsing off the bedroll and lay it out to dry and head to the tent with Miss Clarke, as they promised.
Crom will just grab her bedroll and bring it over to her. There's probably enough room in there for the two of you.
Yeah. I promised I'd spend the rest of the night with her. She was a little bit shaken.
That's alright. Not Twiglet. You keep an eye on her. I'll just be outside.
And you keep an eye on all of us.
I will.
And don't do anything stupid.
Nah, I can't promise that one.
I know. Good night, Crom.
Good night, Mantha.
Then Menta will, as carefully as they can, try to like crawl into the tent with Clarke.
Alrighty. And who's to say if Clarke is fully able to get her sleep? However, when it does come to her watch, she probably chose a very bad thing to have the watch at the end and have this also happen. Clarke, as you are out on watch, you start to hear the voice of a little girl in the forest.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
No.
Where do I hear this voice coming from?
From the south. They seem to be like shouting off to the left and right as if they're trying to find someone.
Clark's got to like take just a couple steps forward and intently look out that way to see if she can spot where the voice is coming from.
Hello! Hello! Oh! Excuse me, miss!
Hold on. Just hold on. Just 1 minute. What's your name?
I'm Schler. I'm looking for a healer. It's a healer here.
Sadly, there's no healer here. I haven't seen anyone come across. Why are you out here in the middle of the night? I mean, it's early hours morning now.
Miss.
It's very early morning.
I heard someone say there was a healer that came to the tavern.
Well, this isn't the tavern. This is the forest.
Yes, they said the healer left town. My dad's sick. I need a healer.
Oh, do you mean a healer?
Is that how you say it?
Somebody that can help fix up bandages, heal people, magic, that sort of thing?
Yes, a healer.
A healer, yes. Yes, we have one. He's sleeping at the moment. What's wrong with your dad?
He took a nasty gash to the stomach, and he hasn't woken up.
Where is he? Where did the gash
He's in
come
town. He said a... I'm not allowed to say the word. It was a thing.
from? Right. Clarke will go back to the party, just saying to the girl, just stay there. Don't come any closer.
Hey, miss.
Why is it always on my watch? As she'll start rustling up Crom. Crom! And then go into Demir's tent. Demir?
Yeah. What's going on with my watch?
No, there's a little girl here that says they need a healer. And then she'll walk over to Mentha. Mentha!
Yeah.
Crom will just hand to me like,
The little girl outside says she needs a healer. And then she'll point to the south. Right there. Her name was Sheila, I think.
Demir. I won't get that close.
Hello, sirs. Is one of you the healer?
She means healer.
I've got a bit of healing magic. What seems to be the problem?
My dad took a nasty gash to the stomach and he's not waking up.
Do I believe her?
I was literally on the way to my sheet to roll sense motive when you said that.
You can roll it too.
That was a terrible roll, but oh well.
Clarke is gonna
Demir,
roll it
as
and
far
just
as
take
you
me a while
can
to get.
tell, you can. What she seems to be saying, what she's saying.
She's frantic and desperately in need of people to help.
Pretty much. She's rather young as well. She only comes up to your stomach.
Big
What
concealing an
town
emotion.
What town doesn't have another healer? Why would she come all the way out here for a healer? I don't understand.
Right, this is a stupid idea, but I'm hero pointing it. Still +4, so it's 18. Still same answer?
+4 against devils.
Correct.
That's if she's a devil.
If she's the devil, I don't know. But after what just happened, Crom's very on edge.
Demir obviously has no idea any of that happened, so he's just perfectly willing to go help somebody.
Hmm.
Can you come back to Met, sir?
I will be there in a little bit. Do you want to lead us?
Yeah, I can take you to our house.
How much would I have regained MP? How many hours has it been? Has it been at least 3?
You got full sleep. You never woke up.
You were asleep, so you wouldn't gain clear minds. You just gain whatever resting MP you'd get.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I had slept that long.
Yeah, it is the morning, because Clarke is the final watch. This is happening at the end of her watch, so everyone's waking up with a full rest.
Alright, I will immediately cast Mount 5 times.
Ah, there's even one for Mr. Gibbs.
I was gonna say, what?
Mr. Gibbs is tired, alright? He wants his
I
own
will-
mount.
I will help the little girl get up onto the chocobo. Actually, no. I'll only do it 4 times, and then
You need it 4 times. I got my own horse. Clark's gonna go and wake up Mr. Gibbs.
Mr. Gibbs is sad he doesn't get his own chocobo.
Never mind. I'll do it 3
Maybe
times.
next time.
One
Sport
for-
chocobo.
One for myself, Crom, and Mentha, and then she will ride with one of us.
And probably share with Mentha, because
Yeah, you
Think
choose
as a
both
kid.
small.
yeah.
Right back to where I was, anyways. Okay. And we will have her point out the way of where her house is.
I mean, what about the camp? We're just leaving it here?
I'll do kick the bucket of water over onto the fire.
I meant the tents!
Look, I'll deal with the tents, you go with her.
Alright.
Someone's last on the line. We ain't got time to argue. Go.
Clark's very confused. She's like, wait, we want to split up? After what just happened?
Those two will look after you. I'll be 10 minutes. I just need to take tents down.
He can follow us. He'll be able to track us, I'm sure.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Now go.
And
You
I start taking off.
Better be back as soon as you can.
I'll be right behind you. You know I always will.
Yeah.
Are you alright, Clarke? You seem a little bit more on edge than normal.
I'm fine. As she like hugs up her like neck collar.
As you do so,
Oh,
you hurt
okay.
yourself because it's still very sore.
She just gets even more frustrated, like, fuck!
He is very annoyed and very on edge.
With the chocobos summoned up, the three of you and the young girl head on your way back to Matt. Running to the door, she opens it up wide as she invites you all in. The front door has a lovely little welcome mat that has been used several times to get rid of dirt from boots. However, she runs over it and towards the stairs. Over here, Heller! It's upstairs!
I'm right behind you, little one.
I don't like this. This nice music feels like it could turn at any minute.
Dad's in here! She then knocks very politely. Dad? She then knocks again. We're coming in!
I'll just open the door.
As you open up the door, a strong smell of molds and bloods comes out. Moving over to the bed, you'll see a dwarf laden across it, the covers off him, as his body is profusely sweating. It seems like the child has been dabbing the wound across his stomach with a wet towel. 3 large gashes can be seen from his stomach up to his chest. It has been rather roughly patched up. However, all of that skin up to his neck has greened over. And the man's currently unconscious.
He's apparently alive, though.
He's breathing, his chest is going up and down.
Alright, let's start with a heal check.
Looking over the man, he seems to be in a coma-like state, possibly due to the infection running rampant through his body. From the spells that you have, you're pretty sure you can't give him any quick fix. However, if you do some tests and look over him, you could find another avenue.
Okay. I am going to do something really fast.
Also, Demir, as you are looking over the man, you will know that you recognize him from your days as a mercenary.
Oh, snap. Friendly or not so friendly?
Friendly, he was on your side.
Oh, was he part of the crew that lived in Meta?
No.
But he was part of one of the crews that I was with.
Yes, his name is Amaran.
Oh, what have you got yourself into, lad?
Sheila, was it? Is it just you and your dad here?
No, my name's Schlaer.
Schlaer, sorry.
As she says her name, Demir, you'll also recognize that Aberon used to talk about Schlaer to you. And now that you know her name, now you know what the connection is.
Do you have anyone else? Do you have anyone else looking after you?
No, Dad moved south after he was discharged.
He's discharged from what?
From the Mercies. This gash happened at work. He couldn't work anymore.
I know this man. He used to be in the mercenaries with one of the crews I was with. He used to talk about his daughter a lot. Do I know of a spell that would help him at all?
Not that you have access to, and you're pretty sure there's not going to be anything in this town. However, you could roll a... You can roll both of these. Knowledge Local or Knowledge Arcana. Or and.
Also do
sorry.
knowledge local.
You can do both.
What was
Local
the...
and Arcana.
Okay. Never mind.
Well, Demir definitely can't because he's untrained.
Oh, okay.
Looking over the wounds, and considering you don't have the proper spells for this kind of thing, you do know that you could use some griffin feathers to amplify your healing capabilities and remove the infection.
Is it the fact that I don't have a high enough level spell, or is it just I don't have the spell in my list? Or
Not high enough level.
okay. All right. For right now, I am going to. First of all, I'm going to cast Regen 2 on him just to give him some health using one of my mythic uses. And then I will use another mythic use to use heroism on him. For 50 minutes, he has +2 to all of his saves.
Right.
Let's see if there's anything else I can do off the top. I've already healed some of the damage, so I don't think Cure is going to do anything for him. Okay. I will use another mythic use, and I will cast Cleanse to hopefully cure disease on him, or the disease status. And then I will try to use just regular healing, like a regular heal check to take care of him for a little bit, and then I'll try to, as I'm working on that, I'll be like, Clarke and Minta, I've not got the right ability to help the best I can. But there's an item out there. It's called griffin feathers. If you guys could find one of them for me, I might be able to heal him up. You might want to wait till Crumb gets back so you can all go together. But I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna take care of him for a little bit while you're doing that. Speak of the that might not be the best thing to say. Speaking of Crumb, here he is.
What the hell's going on in it? Demir?
Somebody needs a healing.
Shit. They alright?
No, I'm not really up to the task at the moment. I've done what I can for now, and I'm gonna be taking care of him for a little bit. Could you go with Minta and Clarke and help them find the item I told them about?
No. You coming, right? You realise that...
As Crom's talking, Clark's going to stand up and just whack him on the back of the head.
Ah! Alright, whatever. Fuck. Alright, fine. You stay here then. Shit. Come on. What the hell are we killing then? What do you want from it?
Killing diseases and viruses and whatnot.
Oh yeah, because this is gonna work with that, and he's kind of shaking his axe around. What? I take it is some kind of creature, right? Or thing, or rock, or something.
No, the man's gotten hurt, and his wounds have gone bad.
No, I mean like, what do you need to fix it?
There's an item known as griffin feathers.
Oh, shit. So you want us to kill a griffin, is what you're saying?
Not necessarily. You might be able to find them for sale in town, and I'll just hand him all of my money.
Shit, man. Maybe Billy John's got some, but...
If you can catch up to him, I don't think he's going to be around
Fuck.
for much longer.
3 of us against a griffin ain't gonna be easy, Demir.
If you have to fight a griffin, come back and get me and I'll help.
Alright. Don't hit me again. I'm just saying. Look at it, Clarke. Don't do it again, I'm just saying. They big things.
You're a big thing, but you don't see me complaining. Let's go.
What? He's just going. Look, they got big claws and beaks and shit, and he's just waffling as he leaves. Sorry, Joe. Jay, go on.
Yeah, so the two start leaving the room bickering. Meta will kind of hang back a bit and turn to Schler and just assure her that
Mr. Demir here will look after your dad, okay? We'll be right back too. We'll make sure he makes it. Okay?
Shiny lights are helping.
They are.
I really did butcher her name earlier.
Sorry, while I was in that room, did I smell the mold?
Oh yeah, you'd smell it worse than everyone else.
I don't think I know anything about it. Mold or healing. I know I have +2 in healing. Oh no, that's metagaming. Don't worry about it, it's fine. I was gonna say, I know that because she's been dabbing it, it's probably making the mold worse.
I mean,
But
you don't know
Demir's-
that part, so...
Yeah, Demir's more than capable of doing that if he needs to, that's fine. Alright. Crom's just walking down the stairs going, I mean, they got wings, right? I mean, shit.
As we
Wing-
turn the corner, Clark's got to hit the back of his head again and be like, "Hey, just remember, Demir doesn't know anything about last night, and I don't want him worrying. I wasn't even going to let you know until you woke up."
Why did you have to hit me in the same place twice?
To get it through that thick skull of yours.
Fuck me. Alright, fine. Look, I wasn't saying about that. Griffins are... Look. And he'll realise he's sort of like saying it loud. Look, alright? I ain't gonna say anything to him. I don't want to worry him too much. You're gonna have to tell him eventually, but not now. I'm saying Griffins ain't exactly a cakewalk.
I mean, Demir's not exactly stupid. He's probably going to figure out that I can't turn my neck properly eventually.
We'll get you a scarf in town, come on.
Is Menfer just quietly following the rest?
Yeah, for now.
For now, and then you cast Fireball. Just a plant the whole time. Wait, hold on.
She's actually a devil plant. Alright,
So I'm the spy.
are the three of you heading to where?
I was gonna go to the tavern to try and find out from the locals if Billy John is around, or if Griffin feathers are something that he's sold to people before, or even if there's a stock of them. Because didn't Moonman say that he has like a general store here, like it's a kind of dual purpose thing?
There was a general store, yes.
Yeah, so
Just before we go into the tavern, Clark's got to sort of get Chromomancer and just mention, just from what happened last night, we need to try and wrap this up as quick as possible. I feel like the longer I stay here, the more endangered these people are going to be.
well, I know. That's what I'm worried about.
So let's make this snappy, alright?
Yeah. You know how to tell me twice.
In the meantime, do you need another heal check for my caretaking?
Yeah.
Hot damn.
You're pretty sure if he received this care several weeks ago, he wouldn't have been in this mess.
Yeah, that tracks.
That sounds about
but you
right.
will know that since the infection is all the way from his stomach to his neck, that it has also progressed inside and has ruined his organs. At which point, you're pretty sure you need some form of regenerate, not regen, to actually fix him.
Alright.
Because while you can heal damage, you're not going to be giving him new organs.
No.
It's more like, mechanically, it's like con death at this point, right? Like he is shutting down.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Mantha, let's get this done.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Clarke, shit, I wanted to leave earlier than this, but evidently something happened with random girl who we don't know. Her father's dying.
I mean, it's my kind of fault. I wasn't really expecting her to be just wandering around the fucking forest, but hey ho.
I think Mr. Demir knows him.
Wait, Demir knows her?
Well, knows the man at least. Yeah, mentioned it.
Oh shit.
But what town doesn't have a healer? Oh, hey Moonmarn.
Good morning to you, lads. Seems you're sticking around a bit longer than you were saying.
We're not planning to, but we're here hoping you can give us a bit of insight. Is Billy John around, or is he anywhere near?
Sorry to say, Billy John's moved on eastward. He's got some jobs to do.
It's a shame. Just out of curiosity, you don't know if he's selling any griffin feathers or anything, right? Or anyone around these parts?
Billy John? He's got plenty of stuff on him. Don't think he'll have anything in particular like that. But, griffin feathers are medicinal purposes, aren't they?
They are indeed.
Sorry to say, but you'll be having a bit of issue trying to get that kind of stuff around here. A lot of the army lot had to gather up herbs, potions, and whatnot to help with the wars. Even if you ask at the general store, I don't think you'll get any griffin feathers.
I
But
figured as much.
you're in luck. You came from the mountains, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
It's not exactly a detrimental thing to our local vicinity, but there are griffin nests on the mountainside. One pretty close by, actually. If you got chocobos, you could get there in a day.
That we do. Could you... I'll pull out, like, the map. Could you give us the sort of local vicinity of where we might find them?
Ah, I see you got a world map. These be kind of useful. You ain't ancient to sell them off, would you?
No, we don't need that.
No, it's kind of needed at the moment.
If you said yes and we go to the world map, is it just a black screen going forward?
Just walking
You'll have to
aimlessly.
scribble it out for yourself. It's just like those RPGs where you unlock the map as you go through it.
Hey, now that's a good plan. Who wants to be the cartographer?
I'm already doing notes. Maybe.
I want to see your artistic ability, though.
Bruh, we have an artist in the group. You can't ask me to do this.
She's too busy working on my art.
Brother, I am...
But technically, if she's
hired.
building the world map, technically she is doing your art.
Yep, she's making something I've already made.
Right.
But yeah, Mulan will mark on your map where the closest griffin nest is.
Well, I guess we found the beast. Alright.
Thanks, Mumarn. Right, let's head out.
Thanks, kid. Shit, we're gonna have to get Demir away from that fucking... Right, if you distract him, I'll grab him. He ain't gonna leave by choice, you know that, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure as we left, he said he would go if we had to go and get a griffin.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
but
Say that.
he's a bleeding heart.
Not a people
Who
person,
knows?
are you, Crom?
I have a charisma of 6.
I mean, Clarke one-ups you. She's got 7.
That's why you sound better at talking to people.
Just 1. And that's why she's the one that's going to go insane. It's Iskander all over again.
Ah, not like this. The Hume curse.
As you come back to the house, you'll notice that there is a small cup of milk on the desk next to Demir, and Schleyer has a cup in both her hands.
What's going on here? Milk time?
Look, how would you...
Elder's casting magic. It looks lovely.
But that's not... Okay.
You want
Mayor.
some milk too, miss?
You know what? Sure. Wait, no. No. Maybe when we get back. Demir, we need to go get a griffin. They're not selling locally.
That's too bad. Alright,
Yeah.
let me finish up real quick and clean up a little bit, and then we'll be on our way.
You have to go buy a griffin pet?
Yeah, we
No.
have to get a bit. They don't have them in Met, so we have to go a bit further away, and we kind of need to go with all of us to do it.
Okay, that's fine. Dad
But we'll
looks a
be-
lot better.
Back as soon as we can.
Just
How old is this little girl, by the way?
She looks like 5.
Okay. Clark's like, just before we're about to leave, we'll like kneel down to her and just say, you know, there's a real brave thing coming out in the forest trying to look for us. But maybe try not to do that again in the future. You never know what you could find out there.
I saw a deer.
I'm sure you did.
Demir will get the bed sheets and stuff cleaned up and put a fresh comforter on the bed if he can find one. Drip feed a little bit of water into his mouth. Try to clean out the wound as best as possible whenever Schleyer isn't in the room. And then when he's done, he'll clean up everything with as much with soap and water if he can around the wound and whatnot. And then open the windows, let the air out a little bit. And then when we're getting ready to leave, he'll bend down on his knee and he'll look Schleyer in the eye and he'll start talking to her and say, "Little Schleyer, do you got someone else you can stay with for a little bit that can take care of you?"
I'm not allowed in the tavern. We don't allow a lot of people here. I've mostly just been taking care of Dad. He's been in the bed for about a week.
Do you have an auntie or anything else around here that you can stay with for a little while? Or a nice neighbor lady who might feed you?
Dad said not to talk to the neighbors. Apparently one of them put a kid in an oven. They're talking about buns or something? I don't know, kids taste good with buns.
We need to leave here immediately.
What was that?
We need to leave here immediately. This is terrible.
That's not what that means, but
I mean, we're not going to be gone long, Demir. Should hopefully be done within, 2-3 days.
I mean, I don't want to be a bun in an oven, sir.
Look.
No.
As precious as all this is, apparently, if we got some mounts, we can get there in a day and back. If he's going to make it 2 days, we can save a friend. The more we stand around here, the longer he's going to have time to die.
What?
It's
No.
a special word.
Ignore him.
Grom, I think
Seriously,
you need
not
to
a
step
people
out of the
person.
room, please.
Alright. I'll see you downstairs.
No bedside manner, that one.
My dad says I have good manners.
I bet you do, Schleyer. I bet you do. Do you have any friends around at all? Anyone your age that might be able to talk to their parents for you?
I play with some of the other kids outside, but don't I need to do anything with my dad here when you're gone? What? I don't know what your name is, sir. You keep swearing at me.
Who, me? I was not swearing at her at all.
I know you weren't, but it's because of your name. And she has troubles with words. She thinks your name is damn.
Oh,
Yep.
my name is Demir.
That's the kind of words that Dad used for the things. I'm not allowed to use those words, sir.
Just call him Mir. Just call him Mir.
You can call me Mr. Kinddale if you like.
Okay, Mr. Kindyke.
Close enough. Alright, I need you to stay out of your father's room for the most part. If you want to feed him, make sure you mash up his food real good. And water only, no ale or anything like that. And only drip it into his mouth. Don't try to feed him with a cup.
But Dad says water is squirrel.
Is your dad a healer or am I?
Nobody puts plasters in my bruises.
But I'm the healer. You need to listen to your doctor.
Okay, Klondike.
Let's away, Minta. Did you sleep all right, Clarke?
Who, me? Yeah, I slept fine.
You look like you got a crick in your neck.
This? No, just... Must have slept funny. I'm alright.
If you say so.
Alpha Griffins! Oh, no!
As
What
you
was
make
that
your
accent? Sorry, just what happened there?
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Just from another game that I play, not D&D related, Alpha Griffins are like pretty much final boss.
Sorry, go on.
As you make your way outside, Mentha can unfurl her map that it has been guarding very closely, especially after Moonman said they're kind of valuable, as it is a world map. And you're able to see that just to the southeast of where you are, about 48 miles, or if you're using the Chocobo, a day or so, because we are slowed down a bit by the horse, you can get over to said Griffin Nest.
That would be 4 MP for you, Demir, just to clarify, because we'd all have to have one.
We already have some for now.
Oh, do we have... oh, yeah, we have 2 visible Chocobos, don't we?
No,
Technically, we have a
get
spare one, so
down.
Mr. Gibbs could have one.
No.
I did cast the spell 3 times already. We don't need a 4th one, right?
No.
Well, speed-wise, I'm still a lot slower than a Chocobo.
Right, so
He summoned one for
one
you.
for
He
you,
summoned 3
one for
already.
me, one for
Oh! If that's
Mentha.
the case, cool.
The only one who's slowing you down at this point is Clarke with the horse, because the horse is only 50.
Hey, leave Mr. Gibbs out of it.
Trying his best. Clarke, you might have to leave Gibbs behind for this one.
Don't ever make that joke again.
It's not a joke, I'm just saying. He's gonna be fine. Look, he's got lots of oats and shit in the barn.
We can make it there just fine. Might just take another hour. It's fine.
A man's life is on the line. We ain't got an hour. Well, Demir, it's your friend.
I mean,
Go.
how about this? How about we just give Mr. Gibbs the option? What do you think, boy?
No.
See, he wants to come.
Nah, sounds like no. So he don't want to come.
Can't make any other noise than that.
Yeah, exactly. He don't want to come.
He can make 2 noises, neigh and hrumph, but I can't really do the hrumph part.
Exactly. So we can make one noise, which is near, so he don't want to come. Demir, it's your friend. At the end of the day.
I'd like to make as much haste as possible. He's doing better, but a couple of days could be life or death. A couple of hours could be life or death for him.
Exactly. So get in the goddamn chicken and let's go.
I'll summon another chicken.
Clarke would give a very, very sad look to Mr. Gibbs as she like pulled out another animal feed for him.
Mr. Gibbs gives you a long face.
He has a long face. He's a horse. Like it...
I know, that was
he
the
has no
joke.
other face.
And then I will start heading out towards where we're supposed to be going. I'll make all haste as possible to get there.
After riding, I'm going to say to Devere, look, this may sound careless, but we could ride these things into the ground if you want.
They're summoned creatures, so they don't really have... We don't really have to worry about them, so we might as well.
Alright.
The chocobo that you're riding, Demir, just turns its head to look at you.
I'm sorry, but We've got to go fast.
It then looks away.
I will just ride as
Chocobo
fast as we
upgrades,
can.
grows wings, changes color.
It is now gold. We are all dead. Okay.
Turns blue, grows spike, looks like a hedgehog.
The Sonic joke, and it took me at least 5 seconds to get that. That's unfortunate.
Come on, you gotta go fast.
But yeah, I think we just beeline it to the nest, yeah?
Yep.
Alrighty, with everyone astride a chocobo, even Clarke, who may feel it's a bit too soft as she's become used to Mr. Gibbs, you make haste for the Griffin's nest. And as you approach, we will have our break here.
Alrighty. Catch you in time.
Now we're back.
Good to go.
Alright. As you make your way towards the Griffin nest, it will come towards evening, so you will have 8 hours of clear mind for the mount spells you did cast. Mount is 2 hours per level, yeah? So it'd be 10 hours at this point?
Something like that, yeah.
Alright, so they'll be able to get you here and then run off into the distance or just not be used as you get to the base of a mountain. Soft grass under feet, as well as rocky inclines all around. You make your way to the base of what you could say would be an assortment of hills. The wind rushes overhead, creating a whistling sound. To combine with that, you can all very easily hear the very, not exactly heavy, but the breathing of a large creature towards the top of this mountaintop. Thankfully, as far as you can tell, it is sleeping, so it has not noticed your approach. Possibly giving you some chance to get the drop on said creature or prepare yourselves ahead of time.
Right. I think you can't just have one and done, right, to me. You need a fair amount of feathers. Or a good quality one at the very least.
GM, what all do I need?
The feathers you need in particular come from their. They're basically like a mohawk on their head that goes around the back and then goes into full plumage. So it only really has a couple of feathers on the head that you need, and they don't come off naturally. You need to like pluck them off.
Okay, so we're not just gonna find them in their nest or anything like that.
Unless it's been tussling around, no.
Right.
All right.
Well, I don't know that.
Let's get
Since you have been informed about it, you can roll a knowledge arcana if you have it trained to find out any of its traits.
Is it a magical beast?
You will get your bonus of survival and whatnot.
Right, I'm just gonna roll it and hope for the best.
Alrighty.
Sorry, I have a lot of skill notes, I apologise.
Where you've got separated like animals and devils, can you surround those into asterisks so that they are bolded? It'd be an easier way to separate
Just
them then.
the devil and animal part, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. How many asterisks is it? 1 or 2?
It's
I always
2 on
forget.
each side.
That's fine. I'll do so.
Are we far enough away from it that I can cast spells without
Yes.
threatening to wake it up? Okay.
Griffins are creatures with the bodies of lions and the heads and wings of an eagle. Majestic creatures fly around the land hunting for their prey. You can learn 4 traits about them. Keep him with those.
Are we good with that, or do we want to know its fly speed?
Ooh.
Because to be honest, the 4 that we've got are good, like genuinely good. But I assume that it's going to fly a lot, so fly speed would be good. But do we have anything to like reduce that? I don't personally yet. I don't know about anyone
Slow,
else.
weighted, and frozen. The only things that
Yeah.
come to mind.
Like yeah, more
I-
immobilized, stunned, whatever it may be.
I don't have slow personally, but I can cast it through Mythic.
All right, and Chester, I assume you haven't got anything saves wise because I don't
Nope.
yet. All right, G, have you got anything that you want to know specifically? This is more for you guys, in all fairness.
Not particularly, no.
We'll just go with those 4 then. Let's just put a line under it. Those 4. Let's go.
Alrighty. Its weakest save is Will, has no weakness or immunities, and one of its special abilities is Engulfing Winds, where it can send a gust of wind at an enemy within 30 feet, dealing 44 wind damage and inflicting the squalled status for a d4 rounds, unless you make a fort save for half and no status.
Okay. That's a single enemy though, right?
Single target.
Cool. I mean, it might have multi. We don't know. Let's assume that's the case. Right. Let's get up there.
Hold on a
I'm
minute.
casting a couple spells. Alright, so on
Really
myself,
guess I can guess something as well.
on myself, I'm casting Mage Armor, Shield, and Wind Armor. The last 2 are minutes per level. Hold on, I need to look up what Wind Shield does.
Windshield was mischance against range.
Ah, yeah,
Attacks.
okay. Yeah, so we're probably not too terribly worried about that.
It won't let me change the outlining text, but oh well.
Alright, that's it for me. I can cast Wind Armor on people if they would like it.
I can also give wind armor. And I can also give bark skin.
Box skin wind armor is good. I would say if you can, because to me that's 3 MP for you, yeah?
Yeah, that's 3, and I was going to put Galkas on you.
Okay.
Which would be 5. Plus, if anybody wants Wind Armor, I can do that as well.
I can give the buffs I can give, so you can save the MP because you can also do stuff on during combat.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the
I'm
minute per
not
level.
very good with magic and combat.
Yeah, but gee, you say that and then you crit every single cast
Yeah,
that you
not
do
with-
with your staff.
Rarely with my spells. I have my staff and I have my geomancy. That's about it.
Demir, just to clarify, did you want wind? Are you putting wind shield or wind armor on yourself? Because wind armor is a +2 deflection. Wind shield is the whole mischance range attack thing.
Wind Armor.
Wind armor. Okay. Cool. If it's wind armor on who's getting wind armor is a better question. Like the MP question aside, because you guys can split it. Who's getting it?
I was gonna like everyone gets
Everybody
wind
can do it.
armor and anybody gets bark skin. Just gotta decide who gives what.
Okay.
I'll spend 3 MP to give myself, Crom, and Clarke wind armor because Mentha has the ability to do wind armor as well, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself wind armor. The durations are the same because I assume this is more of a mountain terrain. We're not in forest anymore. This is a mountain terrain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've used a grand total of 5 MP.
Okay. I give myself wind armor. Then everyone bark skin, which is 9 MP. Isn't it?
Ooh.
Yep. And I'm using the ring to get mage armor.
Okay, don't use the MP for wind armor. I'll give you wind armor.
Okay, I'll say 1 MP.
It's 1 MP, but it's 1 MP.
As long as I have 1 MP, I'm fine because, like I said, I don't really use spells on combat. I just need it for my staff.
That's true. But I do have a slightly
got-
bigger MP pool than you, so
Yeah, but you also have spells that are actually useful in combat.
true.
You have
Okay.
them. You do have them. You just don't.
I don't use MP for them. I can use the search for
Yeah,
them.
you have geomancy and search and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And geomancy and spells.
true.
I have stuff for combat, it's just not usually my spells.
But then you have abilities that like throw continent-sized rocks at people. So later on there
That
is
doesn't
that.
use my MP at this time,
All right.
because it's not on my spells known.
So I've got those in at the moment. Any changes to that list so far?
As soon as we're about to start combat or combat starts, I'm going to cast haste on Crom. And possibly Clarke as well if I get the time.
I would say personally, cast it on Clarke first.
Okay.
Just from like a, I hit once a lot, like that's my thing. Whereas Clarke hits a lot of times.
True.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Weapon fighting.
So we've got mage armor on Demir, wind armor everyone, bark skin everyone, shield on Demir, and Galka strength on Crom. Is that right?
I also have mage armor, and if Crom has the ring, maybe he should also get mage armor.
Demir and
Have I got haste on me, or you got to cast that first?
I think you would need to cast that in combat because it's rounds per level.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just so I don't tick it on.
I will not activate the ring yet, just because my actual armor has the same value at the minute. Mage armor may be useful, but I don't think this... As far as we know, this thing doesn't have attacks that bypass normal armor. Well, let's get climbing in, see if we can take this thing off guard. And, do we need to roll stealth checks to climb first, before we do anything?
If you want to stealthily approach, you need to roll stealth.
Stealth it is. That's terrible, but I tried. That's a lot better. That's way better.
Don't you have the communal stealth teamwork feats?
I considered getting that, but I thought it was. I was told it was terrible.
You basically just take the highest roll.
Clarke rolled a 19 twice. I'll take it the rear then, I guess. Well, I don't know how quiet I'm being.
Clarke will like put up her hand to signal to everyone that she's spotted it.
And the thing has also heard quite a few of you as you're approaching, so it's not going to help you.
There.
As you make your way up the hillside, you will hear the large crunching of the Griffin's talons into the floor as it swipes its wings, giving a low buffeting sound as it lets out a huge craw.
Damn, I am just rolling 3s and 2s today. Can I just say before anything else happens, I don't like the music. It's called Boss 1.
Mm. Well, first up is the lady who can see it.
Would it be flat-footed or no?
No.
It's fine, but she is going to use one of her mythic powers to use Fleet Charge. Hello, boyo. Wait, no, there.
As you go to there, nothing happens.
So that's the Fleet Charge and then the single attack.
You slash out at the big birdie. And your second attack will also connect.
Lovely.
Is that it from you?
That's it from me.
Alright. Goes to the Griffon. Who is going to wing back its massive maw and bite down heavily onto Clarke.
I really was hoping you weren't going to say my neck then.
As Clarke, you take 11 damage. And what is your CMD?
Ah! Hang on, I've broken something.
How can we help?
I don't want help. My CMD is 23.
Okay. As this thing bites into your neck heavily with its large beak, it whips out its wings as it starts to fly with you in its maw.
Oh, for fuck's sake. She said that out loud.
Wait,
As
you
you
just
both
grabbed?
go 5 feet off the floor.
Shit.
Demir.
5-foot step. That didn't help. Do I have line of sight onto this thing?
Not currently, they haven't gone that far up yet.
Alright, I'll finish up my movement move to there.
You would see them now.
Okay. I am going to use a mythic ability, or mythic use, so that'd be my third one today. And I'm going to cast Mobilize. I will save. I'll give you the DC in just a second. I think it's 18.
Is that the mythic ability to cast a spell above your level?
Not above my level. It's up to my level, but I don't have to know it, and it doesn't cost me MP.
Oh, so it's like anything on your spell list basically is possible.
Yeah.
Cool.
DC 18, correct.
Alrighty. It will save.
You said it does save?
It saves, yes.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright. I'm gonna go to Mentha.
Gonna move on. up so I can actually see something. Um. It's flying, so that probably doesn't help. Okay. Would the terrain be grassy, unworked stone, or a high place? Because if it's a mountain, it could. Then judging by the map, it could be any of those three.
I would say high place.
Yeah, okay. There's flying or standing at the very edge of a high place. Alright, let's go with that.
You're not on the very edge. That's a weird.
Well, if that doesn't, like, that's
terrain.
why I said it could also be just because it's grass, so it could be grasses and other small plant growth, or unworked stone. So
I'd say
like,
grass.
alright, let's go with grass. That actually might help. But if it's grappling Clarke, I can't really ignore her square, can I?
Correct.
How worried am I about that? I'm kind of worried about that. No, I'm not risking it. I'm just shooting somebody at it.
Alrighty.
Or not.
Use a mound of mud at the flying griffin. However, it goes off into the distance. Rom.
That is 40 foot. So you say the creature grappling Clarke is 5 foot off the ground, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna move to here with like a double move, basically. Right into its reach.
Alright.
I don't have any swifts, it'd be cool. That is it for me.
Clarke.
So, considering I count my longswords as light weapons, can I attack it with it?
Yes.
One-handed or light, so both.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I'm going to stab this thing then.
Have you ticked on the grapple condition?
I have... What's the minus for it?
It's rough.
You use
Especially
Dex for
Dex.
fighting, don't you?
Yes.
If you tick it on, you'll see the reduction.
Holy... Yeah, hang on. So I go from a 11 down to a 7.
Yeah, so it's -4 Dex, -2 attack, -2 AC.
Safe to say I don't know that attack's going to hit.
That attack.
But I will use a hero point to reroll it. Will I? Is it really worth it? Yeah, screw it. I'll do it. So now the grappled condition is already in there. Nice.
Nice.
You indeed hit it this time.
Yeah, it doesn't... The -4 Dex doesn't stack with the -2 reduction to attack. It's a bit weird.
Is that it from Clarke?
That's it from Clarke.
Alright. The griffin maintains its grapple. let's do this. As it has you in its grapple, its beak as well as its back talons will claw at you within its grasp.
Can I block one of those as an immediate? Because I am adjacent.
Don't you enter their square? Do that?
No, it's as an immediate action, you expend a point, use of mythic power against an adjacent ally or against yourself. Would Clarke count as adjacent because they share squares with the grapple?
Yes, there would be adjacent. Yeah.
So I'm going to attempt to block it, so Clarke would gain 3 AC against the attack.
Making my AC 26.
It still hits.
Okay, I'm going to whack it. That's a terrible damage roll.
Damage roll?
Not damage roll, attack roll.
I was gonna say, you rolled packs. What kind of dice you looking at? But that will miss. Clarke and the Griffin are then going up another 10 feet. This is moving out of your reach from, but is that attack and attack opportunity or what?
No, it's an immediate action, so I just sacrifice my swift for the next round.
So you could make attack opportunity as they move away.
Alright. Technical question, does power attack apply on attacks of opportunity? Because I've got to be honest, it's been a while since I've used it.
Once you have used power attack, you cannot turn it off until the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah, it's conducive for the round, isn't it? Like, you have to use it, right? That's fine. 21.
As this thing tries to soar into the air, you will clip at its talons as it crumples to the floor with Clarke underneath.
Oh, does it fail the fly check? Wait, what?
Don't forget I did already hit it 3 times.
That's true.
Am I like stuck under this thing?
Yep, it is very warm.
Try and bring it off you.
Well, I was hoping we didn't have to kill it, but
We ain't got a choice.
You didn't exactly say not to kill it, and it kind of had me in its mouth.
I agree. It was
No, in its
not,
talons.
it was not an ideal situation. I was
It was
hoping
trying
that
to-
we could just grab its feathers while it was sleeping and run away real fast.
It's a goddamn.
It hurt us.
It's a creature. It's a creature of the fucking woodland. We need these for your friend. What you want? This thing to live, or do you want your friend to live?
Both, if I can have it.
Well, you can't have both. Which one do you want? Because this thing's dead now.
Well, obviously, I want my friend to live then.
Well, alright then.
I'll step up and hopefully help Clarke get out a little bit.
Ah, thank you. Someone finally got me out.
And then I'll start plucking feathers. We are like at the end of the day now, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't think anything around here is gonna come after a beastie like this, so might as well make our camp around here after we dispose of it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, look, this thing. Are there actually eggs in this nest? That's all I want to know.
Yes. There are 3 eggs. Well, 2 eggs, because one of them smashed when it came crumbling down.
Well, but I don't know shit about Griffin sociology, so I'll just retract that statement. Alright. Campaign then.
Can I check if the eggs are fertile?
I would say that would probably be a heal check.
Is survival for that?
Yeah, sure. It would be counted as
If-
food, I suppose.
If not knowledge
Mhm.
nature, which you're probably still pretty
Well,
good at.
Either or.
It wouldn't be knowledge nature because it's not an animal. It would be
Ah.
knowledge arcana, but then that gets to a weird state of things that it's not like the biology and whatnot. You can both tell that those will hatch at some point.
Well, I guess we've got to take care of them now.
I wouldn't mind having a pet griffin.
Don't let your horse hear you say that.
Look, this is the wild.
What?
Gotta
I'll keep
leave 'em
Mr.
as they
Gibbs. I'll have Speckles and a griffin. Why not?
Mr.
Leave
Gibbs
it-
just sneezes in the background.
Look, just leave them alone, alright?
Hey, without a mom, I don't think these things will survive, you know?
They won't. And that's the point.
Exactly.
We gotta leave them alone. It's how the world works out here. Things die all the time, and it ain't a bad thing. These eggs gonna nutrify all these plants out here, and the scavengers gonna eat the eggs.
Or we could keep the eggs and keep them safe and sell them as soon as we can. They're pretty spinny little beasties.
I ain't gonna be part of slavery. Not now, not ever. No. You wanna do that? It's on your
You said-
conscience. I ain't doing it.
You said you're not going to be part of what I didn't hear.
Slavery.
Would that be considered slavery? I'm not really sure. Like, if they're intelligent.
Be
magical
considered
beasts,
poaching.
right? With that knowledge or kind of roll that we got earlier, are these creatures intelligent?
That would have been part of your knowledge checks to learn traits about it.
We would have had to use one of our traits.
Yeah, the traits you got, well, yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's set up camp and get ready to head out as early as we can.
Alright.
The party's setting up camp around the hillside.
Sure, using some of the nest twigs as fire material.
Well, yeah. It's a relatively defensive position, right? This is a 15-foot incline down here, like it's like rock face.
Yes.
I would say Crom will not sleep tonight.
This is also probably an apex predator for this area.
Yeah, Crom's not going to sleep tonight. But I'll take the exhaustion or whatever tomorrow. I'm not going to sleep.
Okay. You're camping out here, and Crom isn't going to sleep. I need Crom to give me a fortitude save, please. Crom is indeed fatigued.
Right. Just the condition, yeah?
Yes.
No problem.
For the sleep, it is fatigued, and -1 on any check for sleep effects.
Okie dokie.
However, staying at the top of this hillside produces no ill effects aside from Crom being tired, and you all awaken to a new day.
Crom's just been sitting, looking out over the sort of the defile down here, keeping an eye out for something that's going to come for us, but nothing did.
When I realize that Crom has been awake all night long, I will cast Restore on him.
Leave me alone.
You need your rest, Crom. Can't keep you up with magic indefinitely.
I'll rest later when we ain't surrounded by griffin eggs and shit. Let's go back and help your friend.
And apparently some whining dogs, which are children, but they sound like whining dogs.
Would Restore work on sleep fatigue?
Restore would get rid of fatigue, but it would not get rid of the -1 for the sleep effects.
Okay, cool. Crom will sort of shake himself out and say, alright, thank you, but... thank you. Alright, just get your feathers.
Yeah, I would have collected them yesterday. How many feathers would I have been able to collect?
You got 3.
Alright. How many would I have needed?
You need 3.
Oh, good. Alright, I'll cast Mount 4 times to get some not horses, some chocobos, and we'll be on our way.
Get some inferior horses. With the griffin slain, you make your ways back to Met, striding across chocobos. And nothing will happen on your trip back.
How many hours is that total? 5 hours trip?
It's 8 hours because it's a full day.
Yeah, okay, so I'll be full up on empty again.
Yep.
Yo, go ahead. I probably shouldn't go and talk to that girl about saying her daddy gonna die.
Hello, Mr. Klondike.
Hello. Hope everything's alright.
Yeah? Dad's been sleeping soundly. Neighbor children playing some ball games with me. One of the
Good.
adults said I could stay around, but I just had some food from him when I came back.
That's good. I'm glad you've eaten. We'll try to get you some more food before we leave. Alright, what is the spell that I need?
You're basically just going to be conducting a ritual with the feathers on the man. So it'll just be a heal check.
You need help, Mr. Damir?
If you've got the ability to help with healing, then absolutely.
I can try.
Try to assist the heal check. I'm searching that. There you go.
Nice.
As
I
you
will-
attempt to aid Demir, you feel as if you're not doing too well, and then the same void colors start to swirl around your hands as you aid the heal.
I will use a hero point, and then I will probably also surge as well, but I'm going to roll the heal now. It doesn't have the +8 in it. So 24, and then I'm gonna surge as well. $28.
So 30 with the 8.
No, it was 16 plus 8 is 24 plus 4.
Is the +2 into 16?
No. Oh, so yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, 30 altogether. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, where are you getting these extra numbers? The 8. That's,
I'm helping!
hey, that's why I lie.
She's helping with void dragon powers. Alright. The pair of you use some relatively dark-looking magic to the child to aid the sleeping man. And using the griffin feathers, you're able to apply a solution to the wounds as well as a lot of his skin. It doesn't take too long, but a few minutes before his skin starts to fade back to its original color. But you'll know it probably take him about a day to come back to a conscious state.
Nah, we want Dwarven accent. Come on.
That's a lot there. Well, Cheryl, it looks like no doubt it's gonna be all right.
Yay! I'm glad a Heller came round to town.
He's going to be sleeping for probably till tomorrow at least.
All right. Are you gonna stay in town for then?
I think at this point we're probably gonna have to. Would you like to go get some food with us, Charlie?
Sure.
All right. I know you're not supposed to go to the tavern, but you're going to be going there with us, and we're going to be just eating. That's all.
Okay.
All right. Let's head on out there. We'll head on out to the tavern and get some food for us and Charles.
Just on the way down the stairs, do I see them taking Charles out of the house with us?
I mean, yeah, she's there with us. She's probably holding Demir's hand.
Crom will just look at the rest of you, just like, what the fuck are you doing?
We're going out to eat.
Meta, you realise the longer we stay here, the better this gets, right? Why the hell are we taking
Well, it's-
an innocent out for food?
It's already really late. We're not leaving tonight, are we?
Yes, we are. You realise these people could die from us being here,
Well,
right?
we're going out to camp anyway, but it's also been rough on her. Her dad's gonna be okay, but still gonna be a bit before he wakes up, so...
Give us some money and let's go.
She's 5, Crom.
He has this look on his face, like just... he's not angry, he's just confused. What do you mean 5? It's just...
She's really young.
She ain't gonna see 6 if we stay around.
We're not gonna stay around, we're just gonna get him some food. It's been a long day for all of us and even longer for her. She's been alone with her sick dad for like a week.
Fine. You know what? They look in his pack. See what? I'll take this out of my money.
Blair jumps onto the chair and just starts kicking her feet.
Crom will take 50 gil out of his pockets and give it to Bentha. Right, you make sure she has a good night. Alright? I'll be outside.
Right.
Hello, Moonmar.
Welcome back. Seems you've got a little girl up with you now.
Her paw was not doing too well. Had a septic wound that needed treatment. Took us a couple of days to get it done, but we'll be better by tomorrow, most like. But she's been through a lot. Probably hasn't been eating real well. You got anything special in the back that we could order for dinner?
Sad to hear that her dad's been sick. I'd heard anything on the grapevine. But we got plenty of different meals on offer. If you wanted something extra special, it'll cost you 50 gross.
That's fine. I'll take care of it. For the whole table, some juice for Minta if you got it. And I'll see Crom walking out the door probably right around this point. I guess Crom's not staying to eat with us, but looks like Clarke is. So something for the three of us as well, and something special for Schlag. And I don't have anything that small, so I'll just give him a GP. Or
If you hand over Gil, he can give you 2 meals.
just 2, not for the whole table.
If it's going to be 4 of you, it'll be 2 Gil.
Okay, I'll do 2 gil. All right. See you when it's ready.
Meals you'll be getting is beef pie, roasted potatoes, roasted carrots and parsnips, all with a large gravy boat. As for drink, you can have ale, wine, and strawberry juice. I don't know why it says starberry, it should be strawberry.
Yeah, we'll go with some strawberry juice for the table. And yeah, all starts in there. Clarke, you're just gonna stand there like by the door like a coat hanger, or are you gonna come sit down and eat?
Miss?
Hi, I'm coming.
Cher keeps looking at Menfa, and then just looking back to the table.
Something on your mind, Schlar?
What are you?
Oh, I'm a mandragora.
You don't look like a man. You don't have a beard like Dad.
Well, I'm kind of a part plant.
Like the things we have in the pots at home.
Kind of, yeah, but a bit more than that since I can walk and talk.
That's it. If I talk to the plants, I'd have to go to a big white building.
Well, that's a bit silly of your dad, isn't it? Plants like when you talk to them.
But they never respond.
Doesn't mean they don't listen.
But they don't have ears.
Yeah?
That doesn't really have ears either, and they can hear ya.
I can hear you just fine.
I thought you were wearing like a cap.
No, that's just my head.
It's a really smooth head.
Yeah?
So, are you an adult plant? Did you come out of a pot?
Well, I'm an adult, yeah, but I came from the ground. I grew up in the ground, and when I was big enough and old enough, I got out. And now I'm here.
Does that mean Mom will come out of the ground?
Who's Marble?
Jesus Christ, fair enough.
What did Memphis say?
Who's Marble?
She asked if her mom is going to come out of the ground.
Her mom. I misheard then. Sorry.
That's even
No.
funnier.
I completely misheard that.
Was your mom like me?
Oh, she was like that. Big, long, braided beard. Like to swing an axe.
Then, I'm sorry, but I don't think so. Because it's same with me, like when I go back into the ground, then I won't be coming back up anymore.
Oh, okay.
Do you like music, Loss?
I hear it sometimes through the doors at the tavern, but the first time I've been inside to hear it not muffled.
Alright, I'm gonna go see about getting you some lively music.
Okay, Mr. Klondike.
I'll go over to the bards on the stage and I'll ask them for some kid-friendly, lively music.
We can certainly change up the tunes for you.
What did I immediately manage like absolute hardcore then? I don't know why.
Throwbacks.
And I'll toss a gill on stage for him.
They nod their heads in thank you. Claire is bobbing her head with the music.
Where's the big furry man? The mega dwarf.
Well, he was a bit tired after today's journey and went to rest, I think.
Okay. Dad likes to sleep a lot, but he's sleeping now because of that gash on his stomach. I guess mega dwarfs like to sleep longer.
Yeah, well, everyone needs sleep.
Okay then. Is that his brother around the bar? She then points at Moonmon.
I don't think so. They're just similar.
If they were, I'd say the one behind the counter has better dress sense.
I think Crom made his own clothes.
Oh.
Yeah, well, they also dress for different reasons. Like Mr. Moonmarn is here, so he dresses a bit more neatly, and Crom, our wolfman, is he likes the outdoors, so he dresses for that.
He's a hard worker outside.
I think
Yeah,
Crum
he
would
is.
nice in a suit.
Did she
think
say
he would-
Crom would look nice in a suit?
Yeah.
I'll try to get him in one for you.
Good luck with that. Doesn't even like to take a bath.
Right, for that, G, I need you to draw me Crom in a suit. I'll send you the money tomorrow.
He doesn't bathe? Yeah, you're meant to have a bath every day.
Oh, believe me, he does. He just doesn't like it.
I might bathe every day, just not in water.
I dump buckets of water on you. It's good.
Are you lot staying in town long?
No, we're heading out. I would like to check on your pa in the morning before we leave, but we'll be heading out right after, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Well, I can't pay for, services, but Dad can.
Don't worry about it. It's not for payment. It's for. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll finish up our meal here, trying to make her evening as enjoyable as possible, and listening to some nice music, and then we'll head on out and get her home, and then go to our little campsite.
You all have a lovely meal together, though I will take it that Menfa gives her plate to somebody else as it drinks their juice.
Yeah, they wouldn't have taken the meal anyway, just takes the juice and drinks that.
And with full bellies or dyed skin, you escort Schlaer back to her house and head back to your camp.
If the team roll up, I'll be waiting at the camp and just say, we need to leave. Now.
Crom, it's the end of the day.
Okay.
We've been riding all day long.
Oh yeah, I know that. I was there. How much time you spent in that tavern, huh?
Probably like an hour total.
No, I mean over the course of the last 2 days. You think if they can't find her in her goddamn dreams, they can't find her in a fucking shit old tavern in the middle of nowhere? Those people are in danger as long as we are alive.
What dreams? What are you talking about?
He realized he said too much and just said, look, you know that Clarke's got a mark on her, right? We don't know how
I
long
do.
this is going to take to find her. You saved that little girl's daddy. And I applaud that, and I mean it. I do. And his face doesn't look like he's not being sarcastic. He does mean it. But we need to leave.
What is your hurry, Crom? There's nothing right now that's going to harm us. It's not gonna kill this whole town if we just rest up and then check in on their pa in the morning and leave then. You're already tired.
How the hell do you know that? And he'll smack his axe into the ground.
When's the
We
last
could-
time you slept, Crom?
It don't matter when the last time I slept was. You want that girl dead? You want her daddy dead? You want all those people in that tavern dead? You want to walk back in that town tomorrow and see them?
All of that just to end up like that?
I didn't quite catch what you said, Dentro. What was that?
I said, of course not. Do you think I went through all that trouble for that to happen?
Exactly. If we don't want to see these innocent people painted on the fucking walls, we need to leave.
We're not sticking around, Crom. We're just resting and going on our way as soon as we're done.
Resting's a long time. You know what? No. You want their blood on your hands tomorrow when we wake up? That's on you. We'll stay here. That's fine. Wake up tomorrow and they're fine? Good. Great. Fantastic. They dead tomorrow? Their entrails painted on the fucking walls like graffiti? That kid's heart pulled out their chest like some goddamn...
That's enough.
What is making you feel like this, Crom? What indication has been given to you that that's what's going to happen tomorrow?
Death? Did you not hear what that thing said in that fucking lab? Don't
Which
you know
thing?
how bad this is?
I really don't know how bad it is, Crom. We've not had to deal with something like this before. And the truth is, you don't know how bad it is either. You're guessing, you're panicking, and you're trying to run away from your problems. And it's not helping.
Crom, step forward. I ain't running from shit. We need to go, Demir. Mysteria ain't gonna wait for us. Every hour we ain't there is another hour the walls could close in. The walls could come in. The goddamn comets from the sky could flatten the person we need to fucking fix her.
It's not likely to happen like that, Crom.
Likely? Are you playing with likely? Shit! 10 days ago, we were fighting creatures pulled in from the fucking... whatever the hell... And he's just waving his hands around. Whatever the hell's out there. The Khan ain't gonna wait. The demons, the devils ain't gonna wait. What the fuck is out there ain't gonna wait. Why are we?
We don't have any indication that anything's after us right now, Crom.
Oh, really?
What? You have some sort of new... We've got a mark that happened because of some sort of broken contract that never got fulfilled. But that doesn't mean something's after us right now.
Sorry, I was trying to pick that up, but the mic didn't pick it up. Crom just starts laughing. Alright. Fine. Let's have a lovely little sit down and sleep tonight. Hey? Come on, everything's fine. Everything's great, right? What's it gonna
That's
happen?
not... That's not what he's saying and you know it. You're being unfair.
No, you're being fucking stupid. And he realizes what he said to Mentha in that sort of turn. His face sort of... It goes soft, and then it goes really hard.
Demir will look at Mentha more than Crom at this point, and he'll be like, is there something I'm missing? Clarke's been acting weird. Crom's been acting even weirder than normal. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Miss Clarke.
Did I hear my name?
Yeah, meant that.
I guess if the pebble go past my head, I'm just like,
Yeah, pipe down, dog
I'm
boy.
gonna assume that Clarke has been hearing this whole argument.
Oh yeah, she's hearing the whole
Because,
thing.
like-
She's been staying out of it.
How could you not? So Amanda's kind of like just looking at her expectantly.
We should
Clarke
Tell
looks
him.
over. She like pulls down her clothing slightly from her neck to reveal the bruising around her neck.
What kind of wound is it, other than a bruise?
It is very severe bruising, and you're pretty surprised that nothing internally was damaged from whatever did that.
Are there distinct, like, finger marks that you can tell that it was obviously something's hand?
Not fingers, but if there was something of large enough scale, you could think it would be a claw.
What the hell? What happened, Clarke?
I try to keep it away. I mean, I try to keep it away from both you and Crom. It was on Mentha's watch not last night, but the night before. What I thought was a dream wasn't a dream, and she'll like go into the whole story. It's, I'm just, that's why Crom's being a little bit off. I don't think any of us are safe, and I don't think anyone we nearby is safe, no matter how much time we spend with them or don't spend with them. They're always watching, and they know about everything.
a little bit off. Crom's just incredulous, but he'll let you continue.
Damn.
But so I'm sorry for hiding it, but I didn't want you guys to worry. Well, I know you were the only one that didn't know, but
I'm already worried, Clarke. It's not gonna get worse. I'd much rather know about threats to our lives than...
Speckles.
Speckles jumps onto your shoulder.
She like turns her head and then just like, ow. Where'd you come from?
Does any of the healing that I have access to, would that help clear that up for her?
It is just bruising, so any amount of healing would work. Either regen or just cure.
I'll just cast the regen on her. So you'll get 10 HP back as well.
Oh, that's a lot better.
And to think you've been walking around all day with your neck hurting. Actually, the last couple of days with your neck hurting for no reason. I could have taken care of it at any time.
Anyway, thank you, Demir. Let's just calm it all down. We're not in town anymore. We're away from everyone else. And in actual fact, she came out and found us, and it was a situation that had to be dealt with. I know we're not supposed to be near people, because I know that anyone we're nearby, we're putting them in danger. But for now, it's late. I'm tired, and Kron, for God's sakes, you are definitely tired. We all just need to rest. But can I please have someone sleep with me? Just, you know. Mentha?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Crom, I'm sorry. I know why you're more worried now, but us moving, us staying here for a little bit to get rested up, neither one of them is going to get us there any faster, and neither one of them is going to put anyone else in any more danger than they're already in. I know we bicker, and I know that we don't see eye to eye, literally and figuratively, but I love you, brother. I would love you like a brother. You've done a lot for me, and the rest of us as well. I don't want you angry at me, but I'm trying to look out for what's best for all of us in mental health, as well as getting that mark off of Clarke. I will do everything and I can to get it off of her. I just tricked 2 days for a complete stranger.
He wasn't a stranger, you knew him.
Well, for a nearly complete stranger. Yeah, you're right. For a man that I've met a couple of times and used to talk about his daughter when we were in the mercenaries. I barely have any relation to that man, and I'm much, much closer to Clarke. Do you not think that I'll do whatever is in my power to help her, to help you, to help Mentha?
This is it, Crom, sorry.
Yeah, that's it, Crom.
Yeah, that's Crom. Crom will look up to me and he'll kind of get as level eye to eye as he can, to the best of his ability, be that crouch, kneel, whatever.
You'd probably have to sit all the way down.
Yeah, like, the point is, I get
I'm still looking up at you a little bit.
I get as get as eye to eye as possible, and I say to Demir, "No, I don't think you would. You do everything in your power to help. You want to do everything you can, because you're a good person, Demir, and I'm not. I ain't been good for a while."
You're better than you think, Crom.
You don't know me,
So
don't act like it. Alright? We need to leave. And if you want to stay here and pretend that everything's gonna be fine, after all the shit you've seen from just the barbelows of this war, and it ain't gonna get worse, you're wrong. And I love your enthusiasm. I really do. I can't share it.
Well, I don't think it's going to get any better either, just from that list.
You made a choice. See if you can live with it. And they'll sort of get up and look at Clarke and Mantha. What do they look like?
Clarke's
Mentos
cooing
again
over
in that
speckles.
very. Go ahead.
Clarke's just cooing over speckles, taking not really much interest in the conversation.
Mentos again in that very like has a very blank expression and just looks at Chrome very intently. It's kind of following, listening to his words and looking at what he does.
So is Chrome gonna stay with us to go to rest or no?
Crom sort of gets up and works his jaw a little bit. You know, that kind of when you want to say something, but you don't know what to say. And he just slams it together and pushes past you and moves further out into the woods to about here. Here.
Well, pretty eventful is all I gotta say, but I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed before my watch.
Yeah,
Good night.
I'll take mine and I'll camp to your tent then. Get some rest too, Mr. Demir.
I will. Demir's just got this like bone weary, heavy shoulder look.
Oh, before you go here,
And Mentha will give you 1 gil.
Chrome gave some of this for Slayer.
You didn't have to do that.
And now I cannot
Thank you, though.
He
find.
didn't, but he did. He's wrong about that, you know? When he says he's not a good person.
I know.
How are we
He
supposed to
says,
go?
he says we
Be
don't
outside
know
for a
him,
couple of
but
hours
we're
in
definitely
16
getting
degrees
better. I know you know a little better than I do.
with no gloves,
But
no hats,
I need to
and
make
no
sure he
socks.
sleeps tonight.
I think I can make him do that if he doesn't want to, but yeah.
So can I. I don't know if it's gonna work for the rest of the night. But it'll be worth it today.
With the party heading to sleep,
Mentha will still take the watch despite Chrome being awake.
Crom's
Hey.
probably not sleep tonight either.
making
at some
me
point-
use exhaustion rules.
At some
Sorry.
point during the night, like after both Demir and Clarke have already had enough time to fall asleep, Mentha will drop the rest of the 49 gil to Chrome's tent.
Alright, Crom, give me a fortitude save.
Alrighty.
You stare stoically into the night.
Yeah. Just to clarify, this is not him trying to be a big man. It's more he's just fucking terrified of anything happening to Clarke. He's just, or any of you.
Speaking of terrified, Crom, as everyone started to wake up and pack up the tents, as you may want to go back to do your own tent, you start to hear a scraping across the grassy floor coming towards you. It's very slow.
Like a kind of, like dragging a blade through grass. I'm not saying it is a
Yeah.
blade, but that kind of rasping noise.
Yeah,
From what direction?
the southeast.
Crom will unpick his axe. I fucking told you! He's gonna say as loud as he possibly can. They're here!
Who's here?
Come and get me, you satanic son of a bitch! He's just looking out to the south.
What now?
The scraping gets closer as you can hear a kind of moaning, groaning voice.
Do we recognize that grunt?
Sounds like a small girl.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As you see Schler kind of dragging a big axe behind her, stopping every now and again.
Schler, what are you doing out in the forest? I told you not to come out in the forest.
Hi, Miss Klondike. Oh no, you're not. You're not married to Mr. Klondike. You're Clarke. You got
Yes.
half his name.
No. Why are you out here?
Dad said if you were still in town to give you this and this.
She then points to her head as you see there's a headband like on diagonal on her head at the top and then down around her cheek because it's way too big for her.
Your pa said to give that to us.
Yeah, if you're in town.
Well, we're not really in town. We were going to come by and check on you later, but
You said you were leaving.
I
I'm
said
really
I was
sorry,
going to
but
come
this
and
is
check
too
on
late
you.
for me.
and then-
I'm going back to bed.
It's morning.
Never mind, it is very early morning for me.
This is still too late for me.
This is still too late for me. I'm still going to bed.
Valid
Is that 8 o'clock? Absolutely fucking not. I'm going back to bed.
for this.
Well,
Well-
last thing I asked where you were staying in town, and when we were eating, you said you were heading out, and I asked if you were coming back, and you said no.
Oh, I thought I said that we were coming back in the morning to check on you, but I may have misspoken. I don't remember.
You didn't drink that much for a dwarf.
I didn't drink anything really. We all just had the strawberry juice.
You sure it didn't have an alcohol in it?
I'm pretty sure like that it didn't. It all came out of
Okay.
the same pitcher, the same one that you were drinking.
Doesn't mean it wasn't alcohol.
True.
Rom, as far as you can tell, she's real.
Okay.
Well, it was very nice and brave of you to come all this way. So thank you.
I came here once. I could come here again.
Well,
I just want to tell
Miss-
Dad you were in the forest.
Miss
I
Clarke is
take it-
right. You shouldn't really come out here on your own, though.
I take it that since your pa is
Well,
giving
that
you
makes
instructions that he's awake and seems to be doing better.
Yeah, I said you you were in the same mercy band as him. Trying to explain what you look like. I can't say your name, but when I said Klondike, he said Kindale, and I was like, I think that was what he said. And he said, if you're still in town, and to get you before you leave and give you these things.
Right.
Did he have any other messages, like what he was giving us? Or, other than the fact that it's obviously an axe and a headband of some sort?
He wrote a note. It's in Dwarven. You should be able to read it, right?
Aye, that I can do. Well, thank you kindly, lass. Do you need any help getting back to town? Would you like us to walk with you?
No, we don't do shit with her anymore. Girl, go home. Now.
Is it too early for the Mega Dwarf?
Now!
Yes, it
Huh.
is.
The Slayer just like drops the axe and just starts to put her hands in front of her face.
Sid!
Crom kind of,
Now!
Samantha goes to Crom and just kind of pushes him, which probably doesn't do anything. And shut.
He probably moves from the act of it, not the
Yeah, like
force of it,
yeah,
but the
yeah.
act of it.
Demir will get down on his hands and knees, and he'll be like, "Tell your pa thank you," and let him know that
Back to camp now.
we're
Back to camp now.
not going to be in the area much longer. So
Okay, but
I hope he feels better.
That's not
Um,
the thing I wanted to do.
Okay, Mr. Klondike. I'll go home.
I assume that was a grapple. I'm
It was-
going. I'm
It
going.
was meant
I'm
to
going.
be a grapple.
I'm going.
I was gonna like grab him by the air and ear and pull him.
Slayer will grab onto the headband, throw it onto the floor, and just run away.
Does she leave the note as well?
Yes.
Okay, I'll pick up the note and read it.
It says, to my old war buddy Demir, thank you for the assistance, even though I wasn't able to see you before you were setting off. And it notes what the two items are. As it is a headband of Inspired Wisdom +2, and a +1 Silver Sheen Dwarven War Axe. If you need a link for Silver Sheen, it is that. It essentially works as alchemical silver, and it is immune to rust.
That's good against undead and demons, right?
Silver's
Summon
very
Deads for silver, and it's also very good against most lycanthropes, yeah.
Silver's very good against a lot of different outsiders, typically.
And it's a dwarven war axe, so that's the same as what I have currently, right?
That's
Yes.
more for you, I think. Yeah, because I can't even use them. So
Thank you, old friend. I'll start heading back to the camp.
Was she okay? After
She'll be alright. In the near future, at least. Demir just goes over to finish packing up his stuff and getting ready to go. His face is quite red, and he is very aggressively packing, if you can say that.
rage pack. No, I know exactly what you mean. Like
yeah,
rage
you're like
packing.
snapping and hitting things so they open up.
Want to say something? Say it.
I don't want to talk to you right now, Clarke. I'm not gonna say nice things.
Well, good then. Say something bad.
I just ignore him
Rom,
and
your
finish
people
packing.
skills are awful. This is a real good time to just not talk. Pack up your
Okay, then.
shit, and it's time to go out. You want to leave? We're leaving.
Fine.
What do you say, Speckles? You coming with us? Haven't got the
Speckles
cart anymore.
croaks.
Clarke will hold out our hands, pick up Speckles, and just put him on Mr. Gibbs' head.
He already is on his head.
No, perfect. Then I'll pat them both and hop on Mr. Gibbs. Now, if only I could just get a griffin egg, we could have 3 pets.
So, what's the party's plan for the next destination? You were talking with Moonman about some wildlife issues over in Sedgefoot, if that's still the direction you're heading.
Geographically, and I'm sure we'd have to talk to Mentor about this because none of us know what geography is. That is in the right direction, isn't it? To Mysteria.
Yeah, if you zoom out, they all have their kingdom names. They are color-coded for where their areas are. Mysteria is towards the northwest.
That's fine.
So, Mysteria is to the northwest. But, oh, actually, no, never mind. I can see by the
Also
map, it's not a
fucking huge, I've
mountain
just
line.
realised, by comparison.
It's to the north, south, east, west. It's everywhere.
But it is from, of course we don't know, but like, from the current descriptions, I think they're probably the most powerful.
You could roll knowledge local or knowledge history. Or you could do both.
I don't have.
Alright, Menver can tell you the lot of it. Mysteria is the largest kingdom, mostly because it's won the most bouts during the half-century war, and as such it holds the most ground. As the wars continue to rage, they haven't had time to fortify each new location, but it is a common bet that this kingdom will be coming out on top at the end of the war, if the war ever sees an end. It was once ruled by its king Rem, however they passed away during the wars, and it's currently ruled over by King Actaris, who aims to continue his father's work in unifying the lands under one banner, so that no more bloodshed need to come about. Mysteria also houses countless spellcasters and martial-minded combatants, and is a hotpot of races due to its newly acquired lands. Mysteria also has the strongest spellcasters held within the most northern tip, drawing on the powers of the ice caps.
Does Mentha tell us this? Because, to be fair, you do have the ability to withhold information.
I mean, imagine this is something that would have come up when we were discussing our destinations and options, so. Yeah, probably.
Well, I say we go north. Head to Sedgefoot. Maybe even head up to Ricky, see if there's anything we can do there. Failing that, we go right up north. Into the ice fields, into the abyss.
You want to be crossing a river, do you?
Well, you know what I mean by north. We're talking more like heading to here, then there, then up.
So, northwest.
You know what I mean.
Demir's still being standoffish. He's not going to say anything, but he will summon 3 chocobos.
Alright.
No idea why that decided to just make itself huge. So the party heading through Sedgefoot?
Yeah. Non-roleplay dynamic friction-wise, I think we're all agreed with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the plan before all the shit started going down.
Before we went nuts, yeah.
What does Mentha use for spellcasting?
Wisdom.
Would you like to use that headband?
Yeah, I could use it.
It's equivalent to what I have, so I can't really. It's not going to make anything better for me.
He was your friend, so I was waiting for you to decide who gets it.
I'm still trying to be fair about things, not necessarily taking things for myself. You all helped with that, Griffin. I was just there for the show on that thing.
Oh, we came all this way together. We're doing everything that's in our path together as a group.
I'd give Chrome the axe, but I don't think it suits him very well.
It kind of looks like the axe you're using anyway.
Yeah, it's better than the one I've got by a long shot, but I don't really use axes all that much. Maybe I can teach Clarke to use it. Give her a little bit better of a weapon.
And she's doing fine with her swords.
Oh, aye, she is. I'm just doing my best to protect her and everyone else. Most of the ride, Demir will be kind of out front, not really looking back much. About 3/4 of the way through the ride, maybe a little bit further, he'll just drop back to be with everybody else pretty much.
Alright. As the party heads on their way towards Sedfort, you will start to hear the compounding noise of several sabatons hitting the floor, coming from north to the south, as if they are marching.
Is there any laws or rules of the road where we would need to get off the road, or at least off to the side? Or just common courtesy anyways?
It's mostly just coming down to common courtesy.
Yeah, alright. I'll scooch off to the side.
Scooching to the sides, you'll eventually go kind of perpendicular to the marching battalion. However, they will all come to a halt as one of them shouts over to your party. Hail there, travelers! You mind stopping for a while?
We've got places to be if there's nothing urgent. We'd like to be on our way, but if you need us to stop, I guess we can for a little bit.
Only need a minute or two of your time. Got some questions.
You're not on the way to fuck up them can bastards?
We'll be subjugating them sooner or later, but we need units for that, and that is what we're concerning the questions. The battalion starts to walk over to you as you see that there are a dozen men in red and gold uniforms of varying equipment. You haven't happened to see anyone wearing our gear, have you? Heading southwards?
I just had a weird moment where I just kept getting disconnected for a few seconds. The only thing I heard was the part about the guy heading south.
Yeah, they're asking you if you've seen anyone in their uniforms heading southwards.
We haven't we?
Yes.
Not
Seen
that,
two,
yeah.
technically. We've got the deserter, and we've got the guy that me and Clarke killed in the actual thingy, the lab. Technically. Because the guy in the lab was wearing red and gold, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the one in the lab was not wearing red and gold. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, his model
Dorna
looked like he was
was.
wearing red and gold.
Yeah, the model I don't. That's just the model I got. It's not.
Oh, right. Fair play, so it was just the one.
We've only been on this road a couple of days now. Haven't seen anybody recently that comes to mind.
So is that going to be a bluff?
I mean, it was days ago, so it could be if you need me to be.
Yeah, give me a bluff.
Oh boy.
You straight-faced lie to this man as your face does like the Mexican wave of all the emotions of saying that, oh no, I'm not telling you the truth.
As soon as he started questioning us, I was not helpful, especially about like joining the army is what it seemed like he was originally going to say. But I don't have any love for the organization of the military, so I'm just not wanting to help at all. And it's obviously quite clear.
You're also pretty pissed off from yesterday, so pretty standoffish.
Well, this
Yep.
morning.
Oh yeah, that was this morning.
It was this morning.
Sure, this morning.
Well, it's sad to hear you harbor protection over deserters, but at least now we know southward is the way to go. If you want to be forthcoming with information, we do offer bounties on locations.
I say nothing.
What about
If
the rest of the
says
party?
nothing, I'll say nothing. If the mayor says nothing. Unless they try to move towards us.
What about Mentha? Is she hiding behind anyone?
No, man, was trying to be like between Chrome and the army, so like to
Yeah,
block
Chrome's
block any charging from Chrome towards them, so Chrome doesn't start any shit.
Crom's like, nah, you're too small for that. I'm gonna move you
It's-
behind me.
And they doesn't care at this point.
The army folks are very confused as Mentha and Crom are like circling each other trying to get in front.
We've had a long day, alright? It ain't your fault. As I'm just staring down Mentha, apparently we're doing some kind of weird dance.
Well, like if Chrome moves away, Menda's not gonna like fight it that much, because they're not gonna win that argument.
Look for
But
him.
that was the intent.
Yeah, I get it. Like, you moved in front of me, he's like shocked, but he's more like, you will die if you are in front of me, and he kind of just moves you behind me.
He's
On
moved
your
the
way,
trigger,
then.
though. Very well. The army units then turn the direction as they continue on southwards, and everyone can roll perception. Ah!
Ah!
Hey, give me a second as I whisper Crom.
I was too busy keeping an eye on Chrome to notice anything else.
Okay. Hearing something, Crom will go. Excuse me, Commander. I think I remember something. I remember someone.
Are you
going...
chasing after the army because they're moving away?
How many of them? It's a dozen, right?
There's 12.
12. All right. Oh God.
I mean, we are on Chocobos, so
No, this is a moral dilemma, not a speed dilemma.
sure.
It's hard to explain. Nepas, with what you've messaged me and how Crom has been,
Yeah.
the best way I can ask you this is how unhinged am I?
Well, from the outside peeking in, you seem quick to bark at anything that may prove a something that would threaten you or your friends.
Yeah, it's the friends part about that is okay. No, I'm going for it. Yeah, I'll chase after them. Say, excuse me, hold up. I
Yes,
remember
Bug?
something.
Have you forgot? You've remembered something, you say?
Yeah, I do remember something actually. There was this deserter, and I want to try and get as close to. I think it's the unit. Well, I assume it's the unit commander talking to me, or whoever's talking to me.
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember someone on a little chocobo with your uniform. Actually, a few days ago. You mind? You mind if I come over and talk to you about it?
You're talking to us now.
Yeah, so he was about 5'8", blonde hair, and then I put my great axe in his forehead.
As you draw out your axe, they all draw their blades as well.
Alright.
Wait, what have I just come back into?
What just
I'm
happened?
fighting an entire army. We're a unit of soldiers, it seems.
I can't tell you what I know.
No,
You
obviously.
can't. You don't want to.
Nope. But I'm drawing it. After that.
Seeing Chrome turn his weapon meant that's gonna like right up right next to him.
However, we'll end the session here as I just seen the time as you're doing this.
No, I know that's very last minute if you weren't ready for this.
I mean, I can easily make this map, but we don't have enough time for you to be fighting a battalion of men.
That's fair. Oh god. Why did I play a character that loves his friends too much?
My friends are my power.
This is like the opposite of that. This is the reverse. Close?
But I've been able to get closer to Chrome.
Robin kind of went off on his own to these
Well,
fellas.
when
She did
when
say
he
she
saw that, I
followed.
was
Yeah.
following
Yeah.
him, and
Yes.
immediately when he drew his weapon, I would have like gone up right next to him. Would I have that time to do that?
Would this have been 3 hours since we set off?
I shall double check. Okay,
Meant to probably
so-
notices that Crom's eyes are incredibly bloodshot at this point.
This is
So now you've
6
been
hours.
awake for 2 days.
Alright, as Crom draws his weapon to kill these army units, we will end the session there.